how's it going, everybody? I am the Diginerdster, and today we'll be playing Galaxy Girls. It's the full version of what was it called? Blossoms Bloom Brightest? Yes. It's like an expanded full version of it that you had to pay for, and we'll have future DLC. I didn't know visual novels could have DLC, but here it is. Yeah. Also, if I have to censor anything, I will, because even looking through the backgrounds they have here, one of them is quite lewd. Anyway, let's go. Okay. See, here's the DLCs, I guess. Yeah. So, let's do the main game. Click, ver, click, and an ominous noise forces my eyes open. A machine sounds as a large, cover-like section of the dome encasing me rises high into the air. I slide my way off the inner platform of the machine, careful not to let my hair catch in the cracks. As I stand, I quickly straighten my clothes. Finally, I reach out to close the hatch behind me. You know, in the Alien franchise, you have to be pretty much almost naked to sleep in those things, for some reason. After several minutes of waiting, 2 more of the ominous machines open their hatches. You mean the stasis pods? You don't have to call them ominous machines, I can see them. First, a young woman with deep black hair, who seems rather eccentric, steps out. Somehow she almost seems excited. Secondly, another woman, one with curly blonde hair, green eyes, which defy her complexion, slides out as well. In contrast to the prior woman, this one seems less than happy. Yeah, probably because she was about to get married and didn't expect to wake up in a stasis pod. I take my place standing in front of the 2 new additions. Welcome to the Blossom. I do hope the 2 of you had a good rest. What was the voice I picked out for her? It was supposed to be mature but soft. Whatever. I won't be able to make a proper voice for any of these characters. Yeah. My name is Erica. I will be acting your captain. The 2 women standing in front of me look at each other, both visibly confused. Both of them take a thorough glance around the room. I patiently await their readiness. Young woman. Thanks, but I think there's a bit of a mix-up. I wasn't told anything about a flight, to be honest. I don't even remember how I got here. We're gonna have to go through this again, huh? Yes, I wasn't told anything about it either. Please bring me home as soon as possible. I have things to do. I don't know what's going on, but I won't ask any questions as long as I can go. I stare at them for a long moment before giving my head a slight shake from side to side. No, there was no mistake. You 2 are now the crew of the spaceship Blossom, and my dog is messing around in his cage, god damn it. You finally figured out how beds work, huh? I'm sorry, I'll get back to it. ID 10564. The mechanic, ID 10356. The doctor, correct? Well, my ID number is 10564, and I am a mechanic by trade. Impossible. I never consented to this. Correct. Consent was neither given nor requested for this mission. If I may be so inclined, I would like to get to know you both better. What are your names, privates? The quiet blonde woman grits her teeth at me with visible contempt. I see. So that's how it is. I guess it's fine with me then. God damn it. My name is Kotuha. Nice to meet you. I hope we all get along. Hee 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 hee. No wonder I picked Sarah over you, goddammit. What? How can you so easily accept this woman's explanation? Do you even realize the gravity of this situation? The energetic young woman named Kotowa turns to our yet unnamed companion. Sure I do. No point in dwelling on it, though, right? Now I have all the time in the world to catch up on my anime and video game backlog. How can that be a bad thing? You're single-handedly in charge of the entire ship. From a mechanical standpoint, anyway. Yeah. No responsibility at all. Yet you seemed so reluctant only moments ago. Now's not the time to be making jokes, little girl. They might take you seriously and keep you prisoner here. Nah, I was just confused. Besides, it's not like being grumpy is going to help anyone. When I look at the bright side of things, no one's pointing a gun at our heads. Hey, come on, tell us your name too. Not a chance. Captain, please bring me home as quickly as possible, and not having guns pointed at our heads is the minimum courtesy we should be shown. Have you no common sense? This is the future. You'll realize that very few people have common sense. Oh, so what's with our outfits? How are these things that we sleep in comfortably? Who knows how long we've been asleep in space? I apologize. That isn't possible. As Kotowa said, why don't you introduce yourself now? Or for now. Being prickly certainly won't be beneficial to any of us. I've already pretty much read this. Why am I having trouble? You have to be kidding me. The captain's right. At best, you'll just make us cranky too. It's harmless to share your name, isn't it? Ooh. Or is it like an anime and you'll drop dead if you tell us? Death Note. Ha. Ha ha. Ha ha ha. Crappy Netflix movie. I don't even know what anime thing is. Or what that anime thing is. No, there's simply no point in telling you if I'm going home. Ignoring the rush of pity rising in the pit of my stomach, I place a stern gaze on the distressed woman. Ma'am, that won't be possible. Please, I ask that you cooperate with us for the time being. ... Sigh. My name is Sarah. Best waifu, obviously. I pray that this ends quickly. I have a wedding to plan, you know. Oh. For a split second, I avert my eyes towards the cold steel floor, the guilt gnawing away at me. Oh, nice to meet you, Sarah. Send me an invite, okay? Sarah twists her head around in surprise and sets her eyes on Kotowa. I don't even know you. Congratulations, that's wonderful. Thank you, I suppose. Now, why don't we all get out of here? The dim lighting may give us all headaches if we linger too long. Come, I'll give you the tour of the ship. They did the backgrounds. I mean, they redid them. Oh, so that says 02B. I cannot see 2B without thinking of the android with the incredible bottom. This is the second hallway. You won't come down here much. To the right is the engine room. To the left is the garden room. Garden room? As the name implies, it's really just a room filled with plants and flowers. Its main purpose is producing natural oxygen to distribute across the vessel. The plants contained inside are bred to be more resilient than they are in the wild. I spat all over the keyboard. That sounds kinda cool. Can we keep going already? I nod. Kotowa spins around confusedly and cranes her neck. Why don't we skip to hall? Why didn't we? Oh. Why? Oh. Oh my, I read hey as Y. Nice one, Digi. Hey, didn't we skip a hall? What if we missed something important? What if there's a treasure chest with a zodiac spear in it? I spat all over my keyboard again. Oh no, what if we already opened one of the chests and makes it disappear? What? I chuckled before smiling at the rambunctious young woman. Don't worry, we'll go back to it. I'm sure this Zodiac spear of yours will still be waiting. What are you even talking about? Well, there's this weapon in this game called No, forget I asked, Erica, was it? Let's keep going. Aww. Now, you can tell us about it later. This is the main hall. Those large doors at the end will bring you to the command center. The one next to it is the lounge, and the one closest to us is the kitchen dining area. You'll spend a lot of time here, most likely. This is the third hallway. All the bedrooms are located here, as well as the laundry room at the end of the hall, and the infirmary located in the door on the right wall. Erica, we're here. Why don't you two make... Oh, why did I read out the name? Take a minute to claim your bedrooms. I'm not sure what exactly will be in them yet, but they should be comfortable enough to get a good night's rest in, and to make a warm shower in too, if you need one. The ponytailed... I almost read that as pointy-tailed, or whatever. The ponytailed girl suddenly perks up with clear excitement. Wait! Are there in-suit bathrooms? Yes, oh so I've heard. From who? I open my mouth to answer, but stop before any sound can escape. Regardless of my personal feelings on the matter, I know I must persevere. ... I am sorry, we can chit-chat later. Let's continue as we were for now. With a suspicious glance, Sarah eyes me up and down in a way it feels violating, but I endure it for both of our sakes. Once satisfied, she simply shrugs and lets out a tired sigh. I need to be more careful about what I say. That was close. I step over to the nearby terminal on the wall and type a code on the keyboard. I was going to say keypad and then I corrected myself, but then it made it worse. Moments later, the terminals in front of each unoccupied bedroom lit up. I rejoined my subordinates with a casual smile. Here you go. I have unlocked the consoles. All you have to do now is enter a passcode on the terminal in front of the room you'd like to claim. Just don't forget it, okay? Yay! Sounds fun! Kotoa runs off towards the farthest door, while Sarah remains glued to the spot with a disapproving look on her face. You too. I'm giving you both a head start. I'll pick last. Look, I understand you do not wish to be here. I honestly do, but there's nothing you or I can do about it for the moment. Besides, there's no harm in choosing which bedroom to sleep in, is there? It's not like I'm throwing you into a prison cell or anything. You can even take a look around the ship once you've settled in. ... Despite her apparent frustration, Sarah nonetheless makes her way towards the door closet to the infirmary. Finally, I head toward the bedroom of my own, filled with utter relief. I stand in front of the large computer. With a press of a button, an audio symbol appears on the display screen of the gadget. Taking in a deep breath, I fill myself with all the courage I can muster and suck down the anxiety that rests in my stomach. Sarah, Kotoa, can you hear me? I am going to assume so. What was I thinking? There's no way for them to answer me back. God, how embarrassing. Okay. I sigh just quietly enough to prevent the microphone from picking it up. Could you two please come to the command center in 5 or so minutes? Thank you. I pace around the room in anticipation. Clink, clink. Huh? I look around confused. I could have sworn I heard something. The ventilation system must have sucked in too much dust. I should clean it out later. After several minutes of waiting, the mechanical doors finally slide open to reveal Sarah and Kotoa. Good, you're early, thank you for coming. Kotoa grins widely at me. What'd you need, Cap? Sarah gives me a gives the girl, why'd I say me, a quick and disdainful glare before resentfully returning her gaze to myself. I'd just like to give you both a quick overview of the command center control stations. In the case of an emergency, or even certain routine checks, I'll need you guys' help to operate everything properly. As you can already see, the station... Yeah. As you can already see, the stations are spread across the room, rather than centralized. Don't ask me why, either. I'd like you to know that, too. Oh, okay. I begin by pointing towards the right side of the room. A small seat rests behind what looks like to be a large keyboard with an even larger monitor attached to the wall behind it. Most notably, however, it is the steering wheel protruding near the bottom of the keyboard. I believe, Kotoa, you'd be best fit for this station. It's quite technical and requires a bit of upper body strength for manual controls. As a mechanic, I'm sure you have at least some experience with computers, am I correct? The young woman twirls around once before giving me a small curtsy. Was that really necessary? Kotoa sticks her nose up and turns away from Sarah. With her eyes settled on me, the girl's face melts back into a gentle, genuine grin. You bet your sweet booty! I love computers. There are so many awesome MMOs to play, you know. And well, you pick some stuff up when you play PC games long enough. I return Kotoa's lovely smile. I see. I'm glad to hear it then. With a scoff, Sarah places herself between us and stares daggers at the raven-haired girl. You're an odd child. Whatever generation you grew up on, I'm not sure I like it. The victim pouts. Child? Hey, I'll be 20 in no time. Besides, I've been an adult for 2 years already. I couldn't possibly be a child. That doesn't even make sense. Ugh. Odd. I presumed you to be more like 16. Fine, I'll admit I'm sensitive about my young-lookingness. So let's drop it, okay? Whatever. I try my hardest to hold back my laughter. Thankfully, I am successful, though my jaw has grown sore from the resistance. Ahem. I'll assume that this arrangement is fine as is, then. Now, on the left... Next, I raise my other arm and point to the left side of the room. In the corner, there's a small desk and chair. On the desk sits a large monitor. Every few seconds, the numbers and charts displayed on it update. Sarah, you'll be stationed here. It should be relatively easy for you to operate without further instructions. In fact, you don't even need to use a pesky keyboard. It entirely uses touchscreen technology. What is this, 2017? The future is now. Fine, I'll go along with it for now. But you know, I have no clue what I'm supposed to do at this so-called station. Okay. Alright. You'll monitor the vitals of the ship. Any errors in the system or damage to the ship will cause a warning to pop up on the screen. You can also open and close the safety partitions from there, simply by pressing the lock icon on the corner of the screen. While I'm at it, I may as well clarify your job for you too, Kotoa. You can manually steer the ship, adjust the power and speed outputs, things like that. Basically, from your station, you can manually drive the ship. If necessary, there shouldn't be any situation that calls for that, but you can never be too sure. Got it! She gives me a quick wink. Sounds easy peasy to measy. God damn it. Really? Measy? Good. After a lull in the discussion, Sarah lets out a sigh and looks straight at me with annoyance. Let me guess, in your case you'll just sit on your ass on that fancy chair up there and not do a thing, huh? I take a quick glance back towards my own station. That's incorrect. On the contrary, my role is to utilize the main systems. Any malfunctions in software are my responsibility to fix. In other words, you and I most directly work together. I also set the points of navigation and controls, and control the exterior tools too. Nah. The blonde blinks hard twice as if taken aback. Exterior tools on the ship like this? This is not just a passenger oh my gosh. Exterior tools on a ship like this? Is this not just a passenger vessel? Examples of tools? I don't know, that felt weird to me. Probably just me forcing the voice. The ship is equipped with several weapons. There are also various excavation tools. Wait, excavation tools? Weapons to boot? Why do we need those? Yeah, are they somehow related to our mission? I can understand why you'd come to that conclusion, but no. This is a state-of-the-art ship. It's classified under as of yet unannounced Starlight class. It's equipped for a variety of situations, especially those who we wouldn't normally account for. At present, we have no use for the tools. They are simply there in case the station or situation requires them. Think of them as safety nets. You can keep them on hand, even if there's no guarantee that you'll need them. Sarah places a single hand on her chin and lowers her head for a moment. To my surprise, the blonde simply shrugs with a minute of satisfaction. If you say so. But hey guys, we could go digging for fossils on a ton of different planets, maybe even find signs of life. Can you imagine how much acclaim we'd get? And Sarah, I bet your fiancé would love you even more if you brought him home an alien fossil. That could be the ultimate souvenir. That's ridiculous. He's an adult. It's an alien souvenir. I mean, fossil. Who wouldn't want that? I mean, you'd probably have to sterilize it, but, you know. Why would an adult get all excited over something as petty as that? Petty? Okay. Don't tell me he's as boring as you. Besides, haven't you ever heard of archaeologists? I am not boring you. Feeling that the flames of ferocity are running too hot, I place myself between the two women. Okay, ladies, that's enough. Let's try to get along, alright? I think we've lingered on this topic long enough. Plus, it's been a long day. Lots of information to process, I'm sure. You're all free to spend your time however you'd like for the rest of the night. Why don't you go cool your heads off in your rooms? Ah, man, it feels like I got scolded. Sarah smirks at the girl. That's because you were. Ah, well, at least it wasn't just me. The young woman shrugs with defeat before waving goodbye to me and sprinting out the door. I turn to my sole remaining companion and force the corners of my lips slightly upward. I hope we can get along someday soon. Yeah, right. Sarah follows Kotoa's lead and leaves the room. Sigh. This isn't what I signed up for. What were they thinking? My shoulders slump with utter defeat. Finally, I don't have to keep being argued at. What a relief. I let my tired body fall onto the bed. To my relief, the tense muscles slowly begin to unwind themselves. Oh! Sarah, huh? She sure is something. Or no. Anyone would have had the same sort of reaction as her, wouldn't they? It's only normal. I love that there are more CGs in this. I mean, we already have one. And it is lovely. I wish A Hand in the Darkness had more CGs. I suppose that means that the actual weird one is Kotoha then. She seems awfully okay, maybe even happy to be here. Why is that? Well, I'm just glad that I can get along with at least one of them. My eyes slowly begin to close. But the sound of a beep coming from a nearby end table ensures that I remain awake longer. Ah, I nearly forgot to send in my report. Alright, I better do that before I fall asleep. Oh well, I should probably get dressed first. That would have been embarrassing. I pick the PDA off the end table and fiddle around with it. A moment later, the in-room hologram projector begins to boot up. Alright. Slowly, she forms in front of me, highlighted blue and transparent. I raise an arm into a salute. Commander Adana. I don't know why, but we're so smug right now. Please recite your status report. Understood. Oh, okay. It's the next morning then. Well then. I'm gonna leave this here. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!